What's up everyone? So I am actually outside. I am over here in this parking lot with my skateboard. I just got this the other day. And yes, I'm getting back into the skateboarding and other activities outside because I need to do more exercise. But that's besides the point. Today I'm actually making this video about this lens. So let's get right to it. So this is the Rokinon 85mm 1.4. This is an amazing lens and it has such a wide open aperture that you can basically do a lot with this lens. Now this aperture goes from 1.4 to a 22 and it is really nice and useful. But before I talk about the lens anymore, let's see how awful I am at skateboarding. Alright, so I'm going to take a minute from failing at skateboarding and talk about the lens. They make this lens for multiple cameras, but I have the Canon lens. I'm not sure if it's like this with the other cameras or with the other body styles, but it's like this with Canon, so don't quote me for Nikon or Sony or anything else. The Canon lens, this is made for a full frame. So the cool thing about this is that you can use it on a full frame or a crop sensor. Now the bad thing about that is that it is an 85, so you got times that by 1.5 or 1.6, so it's more like a 135 or 130, something around that. So you're not getting a true 85. So that's something you do need to know about if you are going to use this on a crop sensor. Alright, so I'm getting a little bit better. I'm not skated in 5 years, so this is going to take a while to actually get back into it. The cool thing with this lens though is that when you do buy it, it comes with a lens hood and other caps that you expect the lens to have. Now, like I said, this has a 1.4 aperture, which means it opens up really widely. Now, that means you can get some really nice bokeh, some really nice depth of field on it. But you don't want to shoot at 1.4 all the time. Now, before I get into the pros and cons of this lens, I'm going to try to land this trick. Alright, so that one I will count because even though my tail hit the sidewalk, I still got away with it, so I'm counting it. I'm talking about the pros first. This is an 85, which means it's about the range that you would use for portraits. Now, it's got the 1.4 aperture on it, so that also means that it will give you a really nice depth of field. So if you're looking for a really nice depth of field in bokeh, then this would be a really nice lens to have. Now another pro for this lens is the price. It's expensive, but it's not as expensive as it could be. I think I paid $300 for this lens, something around that. So it is expensive, but it could be more expensive. So the price for this lens is pretty good when you're talking about lenses and prices. Now something that is a pro and a con is that it's a fully manual lens, which means the aperture is manual, the focus is manual, there's no autofocus, there's no connectors on this, so it's fully manual. You have to control it by yourself. Now that means that you'll have to have some kind of knowledge of aperture and how to get your own focus when you're using this lens. But this lens is a really nice lens overall. And I'm gonna go back inside because it's getting a little bit dark and I'll finish up my video inside. Okay, so I'm back home, I'm in my room, and I have the lens. So let me just finish this up right quick by saying a couple of things. Would I recommend this lens? I would totally recommend this lens as long as you have other lenses. I wouldn't recommend this as your second lens, but I would totally recommend this lens because it is a really nice lens. It has a really good price. It's really nice and really fun to mess around with, and you get so much creative potential with this just because you do have that 1.4 aperture, and this lens is fully manual. But that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, there are all pros and cons to this lens, but like any lens, make sure you do look up and do some research on it before you buy it. Like anything you buy, make sure you are doing some research on it and looking at reviews. Me personally, I love using this lens. It's a really nice lens. So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you like this, and until next time, peace out.